welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We've got the Detroit Pistons facing the Golden State Warriors. And it's the Pistons to start out. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Wallace. Chauncey Billups out there with Richard Hamilton. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. And it's Wallace in at the power forward.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And it's Detroit's ball. It's a three-point game. The dish to Wallace. Wallace kicks to Billups. And another three for Detroit.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
1:22 left to play in the first quarter. Curry with a wide open look. Another miss by Curry. The Pistons with a quick start to this game. Wallace kicks to Billups. Back to Wallace. He feeds it to Hamilton. This one for three, and he gets it to go. Hamilton's got himself on the board with three there.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They are a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
So it's the Pistons now. He kicks to Wallace. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Prince dishes to Billups. Wallace, the pass to Prince. The feed to Wallace. Nice move. Prince in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Back to Billups. Wallace kicks to Billups. And there's another one for the Pistons.
What a great run of shooting for Billups.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Detroit up 9. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Chauncey Billups out there with Richard Hamilton. Then it's Wallace. Then there's Wallace. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Launches a 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Pistons leading by 11. Shoots the 3. And Hamilton gets it to go on the assist by Billups. Hamilton's got 6.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Livingston kicks to Durant. Can't get it to go. The Pistons go the other way with it. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
The Warriors making a switch here. Verajau's checked in. Nice shot by Wallace.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Warriors foul.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for David West. And Curry subbed in for Klay Thompson. Billups No good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Man showing some terrific range. Phillips has got 5 points now this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Curry attacking. Rebound, Detroit. Outside, Phillips. Takes a three. Offensive rebound. And the slam by Wallace.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Hard grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we...
And so we conclude the first. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. Chauncey Billups has been sensational.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Pachulia is out there with Green, and it's Durant in at the small forward. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And the Warriors making a change here. West is checked in. David West. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. From deep, Phillips score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Curry attacking. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And just miss after miss right now. Detroit leading by 22. Billups kicks to Prince. The kick out to Billups. The tray. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
West. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
They get it back. Pass to Billups. From deep three-point range, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge... Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Pistons leading by 23, and on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Tayshaun Prince out there with Wallace. Then there's Chauncey Billups. Then there's Wallace. That's Hamilton in at the shooting guard position. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim.
Livingston gets to Green, and so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. kicks it out to Iguodala. From deep. Warriors the rebound.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pistons.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to him.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And he gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Smooth passes to Livingston. 13 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
Nice defense from Billups. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
The Pistons working the ball around now. And he gets the bucket.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Livingston dishes to Varejao. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
As soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This crowd